What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's episode 61 of the Dadbod Golf Pod. It's Thursday. The weekend's creeping closer, and we are ready to go. We are proudly members of the Believe Podcast Network, the number one podcast network for professionals. Like I said, we're ready for the weekend. It's creeping up closer. We got our tee time set. It's Kyle, Nate, and Ben ready to rock and roll. Happy Thursday, fellas.
What's up? Just absolutely yearning for some major championship golf.
Oh my
Masters. Do you have your Masters belt on? You have your Masters underwear? Is your dog drinking out of a Masters bowl right now?
I do have some Masters bourbon glasses, which are phenomenal. Absolutely love them. Yeah, it's great to have
having it
have
this year in November, Ben. Ben, there will be no Masters in November.
What?
This year. No.
You let your kids drink milk out of the Masters bourbon glasses?
The kids do not get to touch the Masters bourbon glasses. Regardless if they were even bourbon glasses, they do not get to touch the Masters glasses. The wife did get a Masters coffee cup, though, last time I went.
That's pretty cool.
She loves it. Cool. She drinks out of it all the time. It's awesome.
You can drop $1,000 in there quick.
There is no doubt. I think last time I was in there, I think it was $750 is what it was whenever I checked the credit. Because, you don't keep up with it while you're there. You're just swiping that card, man.
You're just going.
Yeah, no.
Swipe that card and you get home and you're like, oh, that was so stupid. What was I doing?
Yeah, I'll never go back.
It looks so good. No one's ever said that.
Looks good.
Not with that tone of voice either.
I wish I could use the bathroom at the Masters every morning.
That would be great. What a great way to start the day.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get that.
The guy beckons you and you're like, yeah, buddy, you ready for your morning time?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and deuce it up right now.
Ready for your morning poo-poo?
Yeah. Exactly. What a way to start the day.
Did you stop by and have your Masters coffee? Are you ready?
Okay. We are 1 minute in and talking about poo-poo. Yep. Let's go. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Somebody just ran off the side of the road while we were doing this.
This would be a great time to segue right now.
We're about to segue now.
You want to bet?
I don't know how to take poo-poo to betting, but we're going to talk about Betonline.ag, Betonline.ag, basically the whole show today. They're one of our new sponsors. You can head to their website, use your mobile device, sign up, receive your 50% welcome bonus. You give them $100, they're going to give you 50 back. Free money to play with. Let's go. Use your promo code BLEAV, BLEAV, to receive your bonus. Football, basketball, boxing, and what we're going to talk about today, a lot of golf action you can jump on.
Yes.
Don't wait to take advantage of this amazing offer. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts. So I kind of hinted it. We're going to put ourselves out there, gang. We're about to test our golf knowledge, are we paying attention? Do we know what we're talking about? We could totally credit ourselves or we could completely discredit ourselves. But either way, we're going to have a lot of fun in the making. And
I think you got that right. I think we can just credit ourselves because as far as discredit, they just if they make a pick and they don't hit, I mean, that's a huge field. So
we're actually hoping we're hoping
suck.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of hoping we miss on some where we can make fun of each other. That's kind of the route we're going to. But we're going to look at
you guys are going to totally make fun of me.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt.
We got the Shriners Children's Open.
Phenomenal field, by the way.
Unbelievable field in Las Vegas this weekend. So get ready. This is going to be some good golf. You got Brooks Koepka. You got who are some other guys? You got Brooks Koepka, Victor Hovland, Sam Burns, who just won last week. You got a really good field. Webb Simpson, Scotty Scheffler,
Zalatoris from last year, Oosthuizen, who finished second 57 times last year. So Oostie's in there. Matsuyama's in there. Harris English is in there.
A lot of Ryder Cup guys.
Sanjay M still trying to get out of military service, so he's trying to win.
Ricky Fowler, who I didn't even know was on the PGA Tour anymore.
Fowler, the best putter in the nation. Kevin Na is in there, who didn't get picked for the Ryder Cup.
Kevin Kisner, who also didn't get picked for the Ryder Cup.
Captain America that got snubbed on the Ryder Cup. Patrick Reed is in there as well.
I mean, we're going to have
Kim.
We're going to have
also trying to avoid time in the military.
This is going to be an absolute dogfight to win the Shriners Children's Open this weekend, and we can't wait.
Nate, the always good-looking Adam Scott is in the field.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
very attractive field.
He's going
to be wearing 5 shades of brown.
Let me tell you how I knew. Let me tell you how I knew that guy was good-looking because he dresses.
What? Because you opened your eyes.
No, because he dresses like he got dressed in the dark. And like my wife walks in while I'm watching a golf tournament. Who is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
He's wearing 5 shades of taupe.
Yeah.
Like,
he's wearing, he looks like the crocodile hunter out there while he's trying to play. Like, what are you doing? And that's a good looking man. Oh, thanks, honey. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Would watching Adam Scott surf be like the equivalent of us watching like the Victoria's Secret fashion show? Like,
yeah, there's no
for a
doubt.
woman. Yeah,
it's got to be close.
No doubt.
But watching him surf is also for me kind of like that as well.
I don't even think. Listen, I don't think there is.
We get weird on this.
I don't think they're as demanding as us, Nate. I think that they'd be perfectly okay with him just sitting by a pool. He doesn't have to actually surf. He doesn't have to do any physical activity. I think they'd just be fine with him just sitting there.
Sure. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend
enough of that good looking.
Enough talking about hot
love.
Men. We're going to talk about who we think could possibly win the Shriners Children's Open. And we're going to use Betonline.ag's betting odds. And we're going to pick 3 winners and put it in stone and see what happens. Maybe they'll win. Maybe it'll hit. Maybe we'll win you guys some money. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to let Benjamin go first. Ben, who are your 3 winners? If you want to give a quick reason why, go ahead, hit it. Who's going to win the tournament? And what are the odds? What's your potential payout if you pick?
So you said we gotta pick 3, and so
have fun. Pick 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and take 3, and I got to go with my man that I was still upset, even though USA won. Kevin Na, I thought still deserved to be on the Ryder Cup team, even as old as he is. They could have kept him as a vice captain. So I'm gonna pick my man Kevin Na to continue his hot streak, just because he seems like the type of guy that's just not gonna really go into a funk anytime soon. So even though it's been a few weeks since he played, I'm gonna go Kevin Na. That's gonna be one of my winners. He's at plus 2,800. So I mean, he's one of the favorites. Then I start going downhill rather quickly. As I'm gonna go.
Imagine our surprise.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my man Ricky.
Oh boy,
Fowler.
There's got to be some value on that.
Oh,
plus $9 billion.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
It's an instant retirement.
Basically plus 80,000. So yeah, he's
oh, wow.
It's not real. It's not good for Ricky. The other one,
just throw $2 on him.
He ended the year playing well. He feels good about his game from what I've heard and listened to. He says he's playing a different type of game. Pat Perez, one of my favorite golfers out there. That's more of a heartfelt pick than anything. I just hope he does well. So I'm picking him to maybe start the year off right. He's the type of guy. These tournaments are when you pick some of the long shots, just because at the first of the year, from now until the end of Hawaii, random people can just win.
Yes.
Just because it's just one of those deals where the other guys were involved with the Ryder Cup. If it's not the Ryder Cup one year, it's the President's Cup the other year. They're not really focusing on regular golf. Then they want to take some sort of vacation because they haven't any time off. So forget all your favorites. You want to start going down the line a little bit. And I think my man, Pat Perez, is going to buckle up and do well.
I like it. Nate, what you got, man?
All right. Here we go.
He had to scratch Ricky. He had Ricky. Let's not lie.
I didn't.
I would never pick.
Hold on. All right. So first pick, real vanilla. Kind of a maybe not a ton of value here. It's only plus 2,800. Harris English, very boring. He's going to get the job done here in Vegas. Won't catch him on the strip. Will not catch him on the Vegas strip. He'll be
no blackjack
down the street, hanging out with the family, shirt tucked in, clean cut guy. So plus 2,800. Harris English
hitting up the buffet.
I'm gonna go hit the Space Needle.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Patrick Reed is pissed off. And there's a lot of Ryder Cup members in this tournament. So he wins, and then he calls him out. He's like, hey, Koepka, English.
You're trash.
Goes down the list.
Yeah.
And he said, did y'all miss me? Do you miss me now?
And they're going to say, no, we won 19-9. We didn't miss you at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then they're going to fight.
None of them will be watching because there won't be any of them sitting there waiting for him at the scoring tent.
No.
Yes. But I hope he wants to prove a point. Get fired up, make sure he never misses another Ryder Cup again because that hurt him as much as anybody's ever been hurt in golf before ever.
It did.
And then I'm just going to give you guys a little value pick. Okay. A little Nate Pass special. We're going to be doing these every week. Plus 7,500.
A little NPS, little Nate Pass special.
Just a little Nate Pass
value
special. Pick. Reach down and grab Tyler Gooch at plus 7,500.
Yes.
Tyler.
Go ahead and snag the
I love it.
Tyler Gooch.
You cannot say his name.
You heard it here first.
I hope he does win because then we can hear it when he goes overseas. Oh, let's hear now. Tyler Gooch.
You can't. That guy's retired,
you started off really good on that on the last episode, Ben, and you've gotten closer to like the old man who should really be in a nursing home more so than like.
I was drinking on the last episode. I'm not drinking on this. There's a difference.
I just want him coming down like 16, 17, 18 is like, oh, Gooch has a nasty bunker shot right now.
Gooch is lost in the junk.
What are they calling it?
This is going off the rails quickly. This is why I don't do this show sober.
Gooch with a deuce.
Gooch is buried in the road bunker or whatever it is. Gooch hit an OB on the road hole.
Gooch just nukes one.
We could go on forever. Oh man,
Tyler Gooch. Plus 3,500 little Nate Pass special.
Love it. When you say his name, you never touch your lips together. It's just Tyler Gooch.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. All right, so I guess it's my turn, and I don't even know
I don't know how you're going to follow that or where we're going with this.
Completely off the rails. Well, my best pick is as far as like best odds. I went with Kevin Noswell plus 2,800. This just seems like a Kevin Nos special. I think doesn't he? I feel like he lives somewhere in Las Vegas or something like that.
I think he does. He lives.
I think he lives.
He lives out west somewhere. I don't know if he lives in Las Vegas or if he's one of those Phoenix guys.
Yeah. So this just seems like a Kevin Nos special. I got him at plus 2,800. Then I went Kevin Kisner. I feel like he's a little bit PO'd. Jumping back in the season early. He's a great putter. He's a great scorer. Kevin Kisner plus 11,000. Get you a little 110 to 1 action on that. And then I
got a couple of dollars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a $2 bet.
Absolutely. And then my man, I feel like he quietly had an amazing year last year, and that is Russell Henley. He has a great value from he lives over in Columbus, Georgia. Plus 6,600. Get you a little 66 to 1 action. Russell Henley, he's due. This is Russell Henley season. Let's get it going. These are the tournaments that he can win. He can go low. That's the thing. You got to shoot 20 something under to win these things. Russell Henley can do it. I'm going Russell Henley with plus 6,600 to win the Shriners Children Open. Let's go
in Vegas.
Suck it, Taylor Gooch.
Tyler. It's such an interesting note about this basically lack of off season. Is that like football, baseball, basketball? You don't really know what you're going to get at the beginning of the season. Long off season. There's all this talk. I mean, technically it was last season, and Kisner won like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, he won 3 weeks ago.
He's still hot, even though it's last season technically.
Yeah.
So I kind of love it. It's very weird. Golf is weird in that way. There's really no. There's 6 weeks I think between October and December. Or January when there's a certain tournament that will not be named. It can no longer be named on this show. Ben has ruined it for everyone.
Yep. We're skipping it forever.
Moving right along.
It's not weird. That's anything that you can buy from Swannies.co. It will not be weird. Check him out. Swannies.co. Use coupon code DadbodGolfPod-25. Take 25% off your next order. Even Tyler Gooch loves Swannies.co. They got polos, they got hoodies, they got pullovers, hats, everything, t-shirts, anything you can dream up, they have it, and all of it looks just absolutely sick. Swannies.co. The service is awesome. They're what you can't say anything bad about them. I like lose my speech when I even think about talking about Swannies.co. Make sure you use that coupon code. Take 25% off your next order. The next betting topic. These are things that if you don't know about betting on golf, these are things that you can you'll learn as you go, especially with Betonline.ag. They do what they call matchups, and when you're listening to this episode on Thursday, hopefully it's before these tee times, but you can do a lot of betting sites, they release matchups, so they'll pick two players that have somewhat similar games, or they're not like way away from each other as far as like one's playing really good, one's playing pretty crappy, and they try to do just basically almost like an even money pick, one versus one, who's going to shoot the lowest round of the day. And typically you can do that on all the days. Like you can just go search it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Obviously this is the Thursday episode, so we're going to give you some Thursday matchup picks to keep your eye on. It's not huge returns as far as like, it's not going to be the plus 6,600. It's just going to be basically even money. You bet 10, win your 10 back, stuff like that. So we went through the picks, we went through the matchups, and we all came up with a pick that we like, and we're going to throw it out there and talk about it and see what you guys think. And we might have some opposite sides of the fence, so that could be fodder for later. So we'll just we'll see how it goes. I think Nate went first last time, or maybe it doesn't matter. Nate, Ben, you want to go on this one?
Yeah, I'll jump on this one. I got just because he's playing so well right now. And then I was squirrely about this because I wasn't sure I wanted to match him up against this guy, but I got Sam Burns over Viktor Hovland. Victor coming off a good showing at the Ryder Cup. This is his first tournament back, though. So is he worn down a little bit? Maybe he's a little tired from, all the press and all the travel and having to put in it, but he's young. So I don't know that's going to affect him that much. But then you got Sam Burns, who, let's hope he didn't stick his foot in the mud when he shaved the mustache and he hadn't brought it back. I mean, he's got the good luck going right now, but now he's ruined it. He can't grow it back now, or else things are going to get sideways. So, but I'm going to go with Sam Burns over Viktor Hovland. That'll be my matchup to watch. And it would be awesome to see the two of them paired together and play. I love both their games, so I think it'd be fun to watch. But that's who my matchup is. Again, that's pretty much even money. When you're looking at it, I think Viktor Hovland, at minus 122, Sam Burns at plus 102.
So Sam's basically even money.
Basically. Yeah. If you bet $10, you're going to win 9, maybe
right.
950
at plus 102. You basically get your money back. So
yeah,
there's no juice on that. So I'm going to, since this is Nate, I'm going to skip over you and you'll understand why. So I actually picked the same matchup, but I picked the other guy. I picked the other guy.
You went with Victor.
I went with Viktor Hovland. You know why? When is the last time there's ever been a back-to-back winner of the Sanderson Farms Open and the Shriners Children's Hospital Open? It's never happened in the history of golf, and it's not going to start this year. Sam Burns has just won this huge title of the Sanderson. He's the Sanderson Farms Open winner. He's riding way too high. He's not ready for this field.
I don't know that he's riding high.
This field of dreams that we have at the Shriners Open. Will he have time to shave his stubble? I don't even know. He's going to be headed straight to Las Vegas from Jackson, Mississippi. Meanwhile, Viktor Hovland is just right over there in Stillwater, not very far, short plane flight. He's been pissed off since the Ryder Cup. He's ready to go. He could win the whole thing. I honestly wanted to pick him as the winner, but he's the best betting odds to win the thing. So I didn't want to go with him because that would be way too obvious. Viktor Hovland, you got to eat a little juice on this. Minus 122. Oh. Viktor Hovland over Sam Burns today. Let's go. We're on the board, opposite sides of the fence. There's going to be some
no chance.
There's going to be some trash talking.
Sam is capitalizing off of his win where he had to do it in the
one winner
heat and humidity of Southern Mississippi. And now he's going to move over and he's just going to go to the dry heat, and it's just going to be like playing an air conditioner. He's going to be just fine.
Just imagine the difference in scenery that these guys are going from. Have you guys ever been to Jackson, Mississippi?
I've been through it. I hit a dog on the interstate.
Oh my gosh, I don't know that we needed to go. What are we doing?
Okay. There's more in one hotel lobby in Vegas than there is in the entire city limits of Jackson, Mississippi.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what they call Mississippi? Never, I won't go into it.
Don't do that.
We may have listeners.
We may have some subscribers.
You know, that was a huge thing for me to not say something dumb right there.
And if you are from Jackson, Mississippi, and that was your dog I hit on the interstate, I apologize. It was his fault.
All right, we're moving on.
Pete is calling.
I was this is not the matchup I'm picking, but I did think it was interesting. Harris English and Matsuyama were both minus 110. I don't know why you would want, you lose either way. There's juice any way you look at it on that bet. Harris English,
yeah, you bet 10, you win 9 on both of them. Win 9 back on both of them, but still. Okay. That means it's dead heat even. They think it's dead heat even.
Nate, those guys that are sitting there sipping beers and just going ahead and making their prop bets as they go at 9 o'clock in the morning, why not? You know,
sipping beers at 9 o'clock in the morning. What's up? Who are those guys? Thursday morning, just sipping on beer. That's true. Well, for them, it's kind of like 9 p.m. It's the end of their day. That's true. But I like Will Zalatoris plus 106 over the Giant Slayer. It's going to be tough for Scheffler to come back to a Shriners type event right now. He just took down the Dragon. Now, I keep thinking that Zalatoris and Scheffler are playing like a Ryder Cup match, which they're not. They're both just playing in a tournament. So I was thinking Zalatoris is going to want to take down the guy that took down Rahm, but that's really not what Zalatoris is thinking.
That's not what's happening at all.
Not at all. Just still got some Ryder Cup on my mind.
One may be teeing off at one time, another at another time.
But Zalatoris over Scheffler. Zalatoris had a good week at Sanderson. He did not get any FedEx Cup points last year, so look for him to make an absolute statement. Splash, statement, whatever it may be. Zalatoris may be one of the clubs in Scheffler's bag if you squint. That's how skinny he is.
Dude needs a cheeseburger really bad.
So anyway, never seen anybody needs a cheeseburger worse than Will Zalatoris. Scheffler would have been minus 127 in that bet. So
that's a really good bet. Yeah, that's a really good pick. Really good value. Really good value on one of these. Absolutely.
Good value pick. Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Even though I'm a big Scotty Scheffler fan, we just talked about his clubs for an hour a couple of days ago.
Have we dedicated an episode to a player in the way that we dedicated one to Scotty Scheffler?
Yeah, Kyle does it with Bryson every episode.
From rags to riches, baby.
That's true. No, we dedicated multiple episodes to Bryson and one to Brooks. So
yeah,
whatever.
Absolutely.
Suck it, Brooks. Nobody likes you.
Absolutely. That's your betting advice from the Dadbod Golf Pod. Our first installation. There's going to be a lot more of it. We'll recap it on Monday. Look at some of these, how they go, and hopefully, I'm sure we'll have some Twitter chatter over the weekend. Definitely some. No doubt. Definitely some throughout the day today as those guys tee off, especially our match that Ben and I have that we're looking at on both sides of the barrel. Should be a lot of fun.
I got to look at tee times. I got to know when I can start chirping at you. I'm not real sure what tee times are on those.
You guys could maybe do like a little turkey wrap bet. You know, like if Ben wins, he has to buy Kyle a turkey wrap. If Kyle
already owe Kyle lunch, I gotta hold up.
But if Ben wins, then Kyle can just go to the grocery store and get you a big old bag of trail mix.
No,
I'll get you the biggest bag of trail mix out there, buddy.
Or you could get some.
It doesn't work considering that I always
sodium before free, I play, baby, just for you. No sodium whatsoever, just for you.
I mean, you guys just overlook the fact that I eat like a chili dog before I play.
We'll do an episode on pre-meals. That way you can not have to talk about granola.
Yep. Pre-game.
Right now, all we have to go off of is that you eat like dried, fruit, mango.
Yeah, it's delicious. Make a chili dried mango. It's awesome.
Chili dried mango. I have nothing left to say to that. That is just absolutely taking the wind out of my sails.
A lot of fiber in that to take care of whatever you ate before.
Yes,
for sure. Speaking of fiber, let's talk about putter grips. They're unrelated at 100% unrelated. But we love sweetrollsgolf.com. Use coupon code DADBOD20. Take 20% off your next order. The best putter grips in the game, guys. The best looking ones, the best feeling ones. They've changed my game completely. Changed my putting game.
Yeah.
They will shave at least 2 to 3 strokes off your game. If not, you just suck. It's not the putter grip's fault. That is the new catchphrase that we have coined. And we're going to roll it.
No, we did not clear that with them.
Not at all. Not at all. We're going to roll with it until he tells us to stop. How about that? We're just going to go with it. So,
because it's sweet rolls.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the last thing we want to talk about is the official world golf rankings and how things can shake up so crazily. Like, this is an example. A couple of shows ago, we talked about Nick Watney. He came in second. He used his one-time exemption for being a top 50 money list leader. And he was like dead on the number at 50 to get to play this year. And he goes to the Sanderson Farms Open and he comes in second. He started the week last week at 660th ranked in the whole wide world. He jumps all the way up to 303.
I got to be honest with you. When you mentioned that earlier in the week, you talked about that, and I thought, I didn't know they went up that high.
They do. They go higher than that.
I know. I was just like,
it's like 1,400, I think, or something like that.
I was just sitting there thinking, why don't we cap that at like 500? I mean, could you imagine like college football playoff committee voting on stuff like that went that high up? I mean, I was like, let's cap it at 500.
Yeah.
But
so then what he would just go from nothing to 330. I mean,
yeah. Hey guys, I am only one stroke. I'm only one. I could be ranked 1,837th, and I'd be one person behind Matthew Walker from America, who's dead last in the world golf rankings. Probably a great guy, though. Probably a great guy.
Yeah.
So
Matthew Walker.
But that does let you know how fast you can move up, because I mean, you're going to get to it here pretty soon. But I mean, the fact that he was that low,
yes,
and then finishes
over
second
300 spots
and just bolted to the front.
Now, there's a lot of room to improve. Like, there's a lot of opportunity to improve when you're up there in those numbers.
All right,
it's a little bit tougher.
When you start getting down to like the top 50, that you got to really win some major tournaments in order to move up. Really, that much of a jump. Because even you see guys after they win a major, they may move up 2 spots. That's it.
Right. So the top. Go ahead, Nate.
Real quick, I just looked somebody up. This is just a little fun thing that I just made up in my head.
Love those.
Anybody take a guess? If you get within 100, then I'll buy you lunch. Smiley Kaufman, world golf rankings.
How high did they go? What's the last place? What did you say the last place number was?
1836 was the last one, I think.
Smiley Kaufman is 1492.
1703.
1664. Kyle Rush has earned a free turkey wrap of his choice. Ben was not that far off. I was about to buy 2 lunches. Smiley Kaufman, 1664.
That's actually amazing. I think I could beat Smiley Kaufman right now. So maybe I should go maybe I could turn pro.
So you think you would consider yourself 1663? I mean,
at least.
No, I am kind of curious why guys like that are ranked. Is he even playing anymore?
Well, he's got. I think it's based on you accumulate these points and it's different times. So at some point he was high enough up and he just has slowly fallen. Like,
well, think about this.
Off the list at some point, right?
Think about this. There's really only like 200 golfers that have status on these different tours. So like, how many tours are there actually? Like I interviewed Zach Portamont, a buddy of mine, and he said that he was playing on the Sunshine Tour in South Africa. Like, that's like a mini tour in South Africa. And he said, when he lost his status, he lost all his world golf ranking points. So like, you get world golf ranking points for like all these mini tours that you can get status on. So, Smiley could be playing, some small tour, and he could be earning, as long as he's pro, he could be earning, points towards his world golf ranking. So,
and obviously he's had a win, which I think was the Shriners. So he had enough world golf rankings at one point to propel him way up that list.
Right. So the topic that we want to talk about is, Jon Rahm has ascended like a rocket up to number 1 last year. He had just an amazing year.
Yes.
Second best player of the year next to Patrick Cantlay.
What's up?
arguably the best though. Jon Rahm's number 1. The topic I want to say talk about is there anybody that's going to unseat them, has a chance to unseat him this year? And if so, who has that best chance to unseat Jon Rahm as the number 1 player? Or does he just ride it out all year? Is this the year? Is this where he goes on like an extended streak as number 1? What do you think? Who wants to go first?
I'll go. I don't think that he holds the number one spot this year. I think a lot of people are gunning for him. I think he played exceptional golf this past year, and I think that he'll play decent golf this coming year. But I think you got some other guys that have gotten hot, and it's that new crop that we've talked about that can start moving up the rankings rather quickly. And then you got the old stalwarts. I mean, you got the DJs of the world that he ain't going anywhere anytime fast, and they can swap spots, 1 and 2 throughout the year, a couple of times more than likely. So, and if Cantlay continues to stay as hot as he is, I know that we make fun of him a lot, but Bryson is playing really good golf right now. And if he didn't completely jack up his swing from doing this whole long drive thing, all he's done is gotten stronger. Yep. So he could really overpower a lot of golf courses this year. And I mean, we've talked about Arcos. Arcos can tell you it behooves you to play closer to the green. And when you got the Brysons hitting wedges in instead of hitting 6 irons in from the fairway, the stats say that you're going to score better.
Very behooving.
So exactly. It's very behooving.
A lot of behoove.
I think there's a lot of competition for Rahm to have to
big behoove guy.
Stand out on top of in order to maintain that number one spot. So nope, I think he gives it up. And I think it actually switches probably 3 or 4 people throughout the season this year.
Oh, wow. That's a big step out.
Step out. I think that's a good content take, and I think it's wrong. John Rahm has a pretty big lead. I don't know exactly how this works.
Did you look in the mirror before you came on here? That's wrong.
Oh, we went personal.
Yikes. I don't know exactly how this works, but it looks. I'm looking down this list, and like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a very small increments between them. Rahm has a little bit of a cushion here over DJ at number 2. He's got 498 points, and Dustin Johnson has 360. Really have no idea what that means, but it seems like a lot more than Dustin Johnson has.
I have no idea.
I would say,
but that's what it is.
I don't think DJ is playing good enough to take that top spot. I would love, if anybody takes him down, I would love to see Colin Morikawa as number 1 this year. I honestly don't think so. I think we get to this point 365 days from now, John Rahm's number 1 ranking has not changed. But if I could pick somebody to jump in there, Colin Morikawa or the player of the year, Patrick Cantlay, my sister's new boyfriend.
The thing you got going for you on Cantlay is he only played 42 events. So if he can play 6 or 7 more events and catch up with Rahm, he may jump up there to that top slot.
DJ also had 42 events on here.
But him being 36, 37, 38, I don't know that he's going to go much more than 42.
Morikawa had 52. Wow.
Yeah, the youthful Morikawa, he's in there with 52. And then JT's got 50. JT would be somebody I'd love to see him give a run for his money, but I don't – having 50 events, playing 2 more events and still not coming up top, you just got to wonder if he stubs his toe.
I mean, Morikawa wins a couple majors this year. That's huge.
That'll get you some points. Any of those WGC events, man, those things pay. You can rack up points on those WGC events.
Yep.
WGC.
The better the field, the better the points, I think is how pretty much how it goes. So
the schedule.
So I'm looking at this thing and I'm just looking at the top 10, and obviously, I mean, I'm always going to lean towards Bryson, but the problem is he's got a good bit of ground to make up, and he would have to have multiple big wins, I think, and have John Rahm just not play very well. That's another thing. Like, you get points for being in second, like you get points for top fives, like you still get points. It's not like if you win, nobody else can score or nobody else gets world ranking points. So the odds that John Rahm just doesn't have just a pile of top 10 finishes this year, the way he ended the season, the way he played in the Ryder Cup. I know we had the Fortnite Championship the week before the Ryder Cup that he did not care about. And I don't even know why we had that tournament. But I know there's that.
Where they're contractually obligated to have to play it. And
exactly. But, I mean, man, the dude is like – and I mean, we talk about how far he can hit it. But, I mean, he could be the best putter. He could be the best putter in golf right now. And like that is just such a weapon in when you get to these big tournaments and you're trying to, you got to make birdies and things like that. So who's going to play consistently ahead of him enough? Like, who's going to finish ahead of Jon Rahm consistently enough to chip away at the lead without just like stealing a win and then not having any top 15s or top 20s or this, that, and the other. Dadgummit, I was trying not to say that and I just failed. I've been told I say that way too much. So
it makes it worse. It makes it worse when you point it out.
Yeah, I know. So who's
by the way, neither me nor Ben pointed it out.
Yeah, neither one of us have told you that.
We did think it.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, I'm working on it. So I'm self-conscious about it.
Trying to better myself, boys.
I've caught myself saying it like twice this week already, and I just went ahead and dove right on it. Anyway,
let me ask you this though, Kyle. Yeah. Does he do something? He's getting to that point in his career where he does something stupid, like he changes his putter stroke, or he changes his putter grip, or he's
already gone through the club change. So what can he really do?
But does he change his swing? Does he all of a sudden try to, because he's got that short swing? Does he all of a sudden say, okay, I think I'm going to lengthen it a little? I'm just saying that so. It's every player does that at some point in their career where they do something absolutely dumb, and he hadn't done it yet. I mean, this club switch, but his swing's still the same, his putter stroke's still the same.
Yeah.
But does he do something stupid like Tiger, when Tiger would say, I'm going to revamp my swing? It's like, bro, you're number one. Why are you doing that right now?
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
I don't think so. I think that's just a different Tiger's just a different human.
You know who revamps
I don't
their
think swing changes are that. I don't think swing changes are that common when you're playing good. I don't think typically that happens when you're playing.
Yeah, but the thing, what we consider a swing change and what they consider a swing change is two totally different things. I mean, because when you even look at somebody like Tiger's, like, you couldn't tell a huge difference in his, but he talked about how big it's different. But I just am amazed that these top guys will do stuff like that. JT did it a couple of years ago where he wanted to start hitting a whole lot more fades instead of hitting any draws.
He just changed his caddy. That's kind of a big deal too. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen with John, but
he's got bones on the back. So, guys I don't understand when guys are like in the top 25, why they start trying to do stuff like that. The Smiley Coffins of the world, they need to be making swing changes.
Yeah, they got to figure something out.
They need to be switching careers.
Yeah, not Jon Rahm. Wow. Get a job. You suck.
Wow. That was aggressive. That was really aggressive.
Thanks for that, Nate.
Yeah. I just don't see, I mean, like I was saying, I don't see Jon Rahm not performing. And with that, because of that, I don't think there's going to be enough people that are going to consistently finish above him to be able to jump him, especially those guys in the top 10. I think Jon Rahm rides it out for at least.
But I think those guys have a chance to do exactly what you're saying, Jon Rahm. I think the DJs can finish a bunch of top 10s. I think the Brysons can have a bunch of top 10s, sprinkle a win in than him, though.
More than Jon Rahm. That's
man. It's gonna be tough for him to put two seasons back to back together like that. Spieth couldn't do it when he was on top of his game.
But see, he didn't. He hit it around Memorial. Is whenever he figured something out. That's whenever he figured something out towards like the middle of the year last year. I think it's this next gear he's got figured out. I mean, it at least carried from July all the way through the Ryder Cup. It's carried that far.
What if Scheffler mentally beat him down?
Now that would be awesome. What if he broke him?
What if he misses 6 straight cuts and he just is whispering Scheffler?
What if he broke the Spaniard, man? What if that's the case? What if Scheffler? What if he has Scheffleritis? What if
he's like, I can't bother? He's like, he just has nightmares about that Nike Vapor 3-wood. He can't get that not.
What if he's sitting in there tossing in his sleep going, why is he hitting so many different clubs in his bag and he still beat my rear end in the Ryder Cup?
Beat me like I was
going on. Yeah. Like he just went to the Edwin Watts and picked a bunch of stuff out of the
barrel
bucket barrel and he just beat my ass on national television.
He just got beat with power built irons.
Yes.
Power built those TPS 7.0s with the Sensicor shaft.
He's beating me with clubs that don't even exist anymore.
He's got that F2 face forward wedge, just throwing it up there high.
Yeah.
No.
And the thing is he has no Callaway clubs. Scheffler beat him, no Callaway clubs. Jon Rahm, all Callaway clubs.
Not a good look for Callaway.
He had every club but Callaway.
He had all the major manufacturers but Callaway.
That's great.
That's like, you don't know if Callaway works? It doesn't. You know why? Ask Scotty Scheffler why.
Ask Scotty Scheffler. He says everything works but Callaway for Scotty Scheffler. Yes. That's awesome.
Who is your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Another great episode. Thursday is almost in the books, guys. Friday, we can see it. We can see it in the distance. The weekend's creeping up. Get your clubs cleaned. Get your shoes clean. Get packed up. Get ready. Make sure you got your balls. You're ready for your weekend tee time. Your little Friday 2-2 max press, ready to go. Little dogfight action on Saturday. We know you're ready for it. We're one day away from Friday. Thursday, episode 61. The only daily golf podcast out there, guys, Monday through Friday. Put some respect on it. Fresh daily golf content every single day.
Never fails.
You get it nowhere else. Even Tyler Gooch loves us. Tyler loves us.
You know what you also need to do is, since it's just Thursday, you can get almost next day delivery. If you go ahead and order your Arcos, it'll be here by Saturday for your Sunday afternoon round.
Arcos Golf, guys.
Bang.
Why
Screw
not
them into the end.
Yep, the grips.
The sensors go in the grips.
If there's any.
You put the sensors in, you play golf, it tells you where you suck in the game of golf. Tell you how far you hit the clubs, where you're missing, how bad you are at putting, chipping, approach, whatever. And then tells you how you can get better. Use coupon code DADBOD10. Take 10% off that package.
And those of you that haven't figured this out, it's Nate and I's goal to break Kyle before it's all said and done with every episode.
Very good at it. They're very good at it.
And it's now getting to the point where it's taking less and less effort.
I know.
Because he does it to himself, and we capitalize.
I
can't breathe.
I get a little punchy towards the end. Follow us on all social media, Dadbod Golf Pod, everywhere you got social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love the comments. We love the live chats when we premiere every day at 7:00 Central Standard Time. Rate, subscribe, review on the Apple Podcast app. We love it, guys. We love every bit of this. It's a ton of fun, and we appreciate all the listeners, all the love. Keep it coming. Episode 61 of the Dadbod Golf Pod, and we're always
stroking.